Good morning, Eagles, and welcome back to the Talon Weekly. For the last time, I'm your host, Riley Robertson.
And I'm your co-host, Tessa Cheshire. Let's take a look at our weather with meteorologist David Hale.
Hi, I'm David Hale, and welcome back to the Joy of Weather. I'm David Hale. Today, we're going to be painting our forecast for the week. Now, this beautiful week, there's no accidents, just happy sunshine, except for Saturday where it's partly cloudy. Friday's high is 81 with the low of 59. Saturday, it's going to be a high of 79, 52. While we're getting started over here, I'm going to go ahead and roll across the rest of the forecast at the bottom of our screen so you can follow along. Sunday, it's going to be 45. My bad. That wasn't an accident. That was just a happy little weather error. Sunday, it's going to be 75, 48. Monday, it's going to be 79, 48. Tuesday, it's going to be 75, 46. Wednesday, it's going to be 75, 45. Thursday, it's going to be 79, 48. Now, as we finish up our painting here, if yours looks a little different than mine, that probably means your weather statistics is a little bit off, because I know Mark Ronchetti now, so I can't be wrong. And there it is. I think it looks pretty good. How about yours? Well, that's it for this week. In fact, that's it from me. Whoever takes over the weather next, it's on them. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed having me as your host. I know I sure enjoyed being your meteorologist. Until next time.
We have a word from a few students on what it's been like returning to in-person school.
I missed the social aspect of it, and I wanted to get back and to see people.
It was easy to just make that choice of just staying online.
It just seemed easier because I was so used to the previous bell schedule and just being online for the whole year that going back for 6 weeks just didn't seem worth it.
It felt like there was no consistency. It was really frustrating that it felt like we got to come back and then we had to leave, but I think I understand why.
At this point, for people who are just really excited for the opportunity to actually be back in the classroom.
Next, here's senior Kate Gutierrez, who will be marching in the band at UNM next fall.
I made my concrete decision probably halfway through last year. I enjoyed marching band throughout high school, and I was always planning on continuing during college. I knew it wasn't going to be my main musical pursuit, but I knew for a fact I was going to be doing marching band. I got to meet most of the educators, I don't think if I would have been immersed in a lot of the stuff UNM was doing and a lot of the people that UNM has, if I hadn't been in contact with them or in touch with them, I don't think I would have made the decision as fast as I did.
Next up, we have more info on the Eagle Care Room.
Eagle Care Room is just basically a room where students can go to chill out, have 20 minutes to themselves, away from technology, away from school, just take a break, to sleep, to draw, to color, to do really whatever you want to do. And yeah, that's basically it. It's basically just a break room, so you can take a moment for yourself and get refocused, and then you can go back to class. So there's actually a lot of steps to getting there. The first one was getting enough people who were interested in something like this or just advocating for mental health. And that started the beginning of the school year in 2019. It started a whole bunch of students, mainly seniors that year, went to a school board meeting and they talked to the school board about why mental health is important, and just in general that we need more resources. And that was kind of like the catalyst for a lot of change. And since then, we worked with Vicki Price in the counseling department at APS, and our own admin and our counselors and our teachers to get the wellness room. And yeah, so it took like probably a good year of just having meetings with people, coming up with ideas, trying to figure out like logistics of it, and a lot of convincing of the adults who had the money to make it happen. Necessarily have a role. Brian Hounshell is the person who oversees that and runs it. In Equal Advocates, I'm kind of like the leader, I guess. We're not exactly like a club, but I kind of organize stuff and talk about the meetings, and usually I'm the person who goes and talks to principal, school board, other stuff like that. We've also done some legislative stuff, so I've done some of that too. I honestly think for students, there's not really that much of a negative, like a 20-minute break from school. That's always nice, even if just if you're struggling with mental health, if you're struggling with that class, to take a break is pretty nice. I think a lot of the negatives come for adults, and a lot in there thinking that students are going to misuse the room, which is always a possibility, but I think students have been needing mental health resources for far too long, and having it available for them, I think people will use it. I think in our generation, mental health is a lot less of a stigma. Going to therapy is pretty normal, and mental health is something that we talk about with our friends, and it's a pretty casual conversation. Whereas when we talk to adults, there's a lot of stigma. It's viewed in a very negative way, and really it's not a negative thing. It's the same as going to the doctor for any other medical issue you might have. It's just your brain. That's definitely going to be our biggest struggle, and we didn't do a lot of advertising for it this year, just because why would we advertise something that people can't really even use, But I think getting it on, we have a Eldorado website, Instagram, even stuff like announcements. Just the more that people hear it and the more that people see about it, the more they'll think about it. And also I think having teachers talk about it in their classrooms and them advocating for it to our students, I think that'll be helpful too. For the room, I hope that that room continues to stay, because currently it is only a pilot program. So I'm hoping that we can keep that forever and keep somebody in there, and also family therapist. I hope we can keep him forever, and I hope that those can also expand to other schools around just APS and also the state. I think things like that and mental health resources in general need to be something that we have everywhere. It's not just at Eldorado that people are struggling with mental health. We're just the first people who asked for help, and hopefully I'm hoping that we can broaden that to the whole state. So we're doing that through the legislature and then also through the school board.
Now we have Senior Kelton Curtis with some words he'd like to share with the senior class.
Hello, class of 2021. You guys have come so far. You guys make me so darn proud. Never close your eyes when the sun sets in your darkest moments. Always keep your eyes open, because the sun is always guaranteed to rise and make your life brighter. Some of you guys might get below average grades, but you are never a below average person. None of us are imperfect, but we all make perfect imperfections. I wouldn't have gotten through my high school career if it wasn't for all these awesome seniors attending all 4 years at Eldorado. I want to give a huge shout out to my friends, Olivia Traub, Nate Colavito, and Riley Robertson, and to my teachers, Michael Robertson and Sarah Garcia, for always bringing out the best in me. This is Kelton Avery Curtis, signing off. I hope y'all enjoyed my speech. Go Eagles!
The class of 2021 has endured so many unexpected challenges and hardships, especially over the past year.
Against all odds, we've completed our entire senior year during a pandemic, and in less than a week, we'll have our diplomas to show for it.
It's been an honor growing up besides all of you. We're an extremely resilient class and have so much to be proud of.
There's no other group of people we'd want to be sharing this accomplishment with. Here's our final tribute to you.
I always get the sense that nobody at El Dorado is left behind. We all have each other's backs. We're all one team.
My favorite thing is probably just the community that exists.
Especially through COVID, we've maintained the same school spirit that we entered this school with.
The people that go to El Dorado and some of the teachers are just phenomenal.
I really loved the connections that I made.
We do have a lot of really great students at El Dorado. A lot of us, I think, have become really close as well.
Meeting new people.
It's been great to meet all the different kinds of people, and everyone's just so different, and I love it.
Connect with as many different people as possible. We have a lot of clubs on campus, so there's like a lot of inclusiveness.
I felt so included by all of my teachers and just like so incorporated into the whole scene almost immediately.
I think there really is a place for everyone.
The inclusive environment that the students and the staff try to promote.
That was probably the most important thing for me, just having like a support group.
I learned to let go of those that I didn't need in my life and, surround me with people that really were genuine, and I learned to genuinely like myself for who I was, not who I was trying to be around others.
I've just kind of maybe accepted some things about myself that would have been harder for, a younger me to allow.
As I grew up and as I became more comfortable, I never held back to truly express myself.
You're going to be able to find people that are your people. You just have to look.
The people who actually care about you are going to be there in the end.
I probably got outside of the classroom a lot more than I did inside.
I'm honestly really excited for college.
I've always been excited about college, I think, but now it's super real.
College is obviously going to be a big milestone.
After graduation, I'm looking forward to moving out most.
Be on my own and fail and learn from that and all that kind of stuff.
I'm just so excited to learn more about me and about my environment, and I can't wait to experience it all.
It's kind of scary and daunting, but it's also really exciting.
Just looking forward to getting out in the real world and trying new things and being a little more independent.
I want more out of life.
I'm so excited to see what my choices lead me to, and I'm also really excited to see what my friends' choices lead them to, and to see us all kind of flourish in our chosen environments instead of something that was chosen for us.
Just kind of continue finding myself.
There's so many great opportunities out there.
I'm just looking forward to paving my own way in the world.
I am just so excited to just take a step into the new chapter in my life.
High school goes by really fast.
It does go super quick. Everybody says that.
You're gonna miss it when it's over, and it definitely goes faster than you think.
You can do to enjoy high school while you're in it.
We are all going through this at the same time, and so I think it's opened up our minds to feel more connected to one another.
Be kind to others.
We saw we needed change, and we went out and we did it the right way.
We took it upon ourselves as the students to go about and make that change.
Our class and the graduating class before us mostly really rallied together to fight for a lot more mental health awareness and mental health protections.
We started social justice groups, and we're advocating for equality and mental health and all of these really important things that we haven't been seeing over the past 51 years at El Dorado.
We've had a lot of issues in the past at El Dorado, especially mental health, so I think just being kind to people is just a good legacy to leave.
I'm most proud of the work that me and my fellow peers have done with as far as mental health in the legislative aspect.
You're allowed to have bad days, you're allowed to have bad tests, or have friendships that don't work out.
I think we've been through a lot through these 4 years, and that those hardships and those tragedies have only made us stronger and more united.
This year has kind of aged us a lot.
We definitely got comfortable being uncomfortable.
I'm a lot more flexible now and a lot more ready to kind of just roll with the punches and deal with whatever comes my way. Class of 2021 was the class that endured.
We will kind of leave a legacy of creating the good change that we need.
Being able to be there for each other and be kind, I think that that's really important, and something that our class has done a great job of.
Overall, we were a very strong class that we were all lucky to be a part of and experience together.
Didn't feel like the standard school environment of like, I need to be here. It was a want to be there.
The community that was built, especially throughout my 4 years there, I think is something that you don't really see at a lot of different high schools.
People actually aren't all that bad. I noticed, especially in high school, we tend to think a lot about what everyone else thinks of us, and we don't think about what we think of us.
That's the most valuable form of education, is the kind that you can apply to your own life.
The circumstances of this year gave us tools and lessons that we wouldn't have been able to learn anywhere else, and I think will make us more equipped for our futures.
I know it can suck sometimes, but really honestly, if you just push through it and get it done, you're going to be so proud of yourself in the end, and it's just going to make things so much easier for you.
And keep pushing.
We made it through.
You know, diamonds are created through the toughest pressure in the world, right? So I think that's it says a lot about who we are as a class.
Work hard, persevere, and never give up. It's all worth it.
We are
Eldorado.
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 We are Eldorado. We are Eldorado.
We are Eldorado.
We are Eldorado.
We are Eldorado.
We are Eldorado.
We are Eldorado.
We are Eldorado.
We are Eldorado.
We are Eldorado.
Finally, here's our fun fact of the day.
Hi, I'm Alina Bugrin, and your fun fact for today is the Eldorado mascot is not a bald eagle, but actually a golden eagle. Golden eagles are known to bring herbs to their nests, and it's believed that these herbs keep bugs away.
The Talon Weekly means so much to both of us, and while we are saddened to leave it behind, we are incredibly optimistic the show will continue to flourish. As always, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at EHS Talon Aguila. Thanks for tuning in, Eagles, and thank you for watching us grow alongside the Talon Weekly over the past few years. We hope you have a happy Friday and a wonderful summer.